Hello and welcome back to another one of my videos. Today I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite gluten-free, dairy-free brands that I love and snacks and different desserts and things that help me transition to eating gluten-free, dairy-free. So I've been eating gluten-free and dairy-free for about 2 years now. So I've made one of these videos before, and over time I've just found more brands, more snacks. So I'm making a part 2 today. So I've got everything ready and set up to share. Be sure to like this video if you find it helpful and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm going to be sharing a lot of nutritional things this year, lots of gluten-free, dairy-free content, lots of food stuff, nutrition stuff. So be sure to subscribe, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with kind of like the breakfast portion first. So one of my newer things that I've been doing is I've been eating Cocoa June yogurt. So this is a coconut-based organic yogurt. It is cultured, so there are like live probiotics in here, and it's just got really simple, clean ingredients. So I've really enjoyed this one, and I just get the like unsweetened, unflavored, like classic one. And then I also take some Ancient Awakenings coconut kefir. I'll take like a tablespoon of this and mix it in with the yogurt. So this is like fermented coconut essentially, and fermented foods are good for your gut and good for digestion. So I take about a tablespoon of this and put it in my coconut yogurt. And then I've been taking just like some organic granola and putting that in the yogurt. And then you can also add like chia seeds and kind of mix it all in there. And I've been having that recently as a nice breakfast. And then recently I have been switching to the Elmhurst line of oat milks. These are not organic oats, which would be like ideal. If these ingredients were also organic, that would be like top of the line oat milk. But just their plain oat milk is only filtered water, whole grain oats, and salt. So I love how simple and clean this is. It doesn't have a lot of preservatives or extra stuff in it. No gums, no seed oils, like nothing to thicken it. It's just plain old oat milk, but it actually tastes really, really nice because I've tried other brands that are simple ingredient oat milks, but they don't taste all that great, but this one really does. So I really like this one. And then their actual creamer line is also superb. So they still have pretty simple ingredients, and one thing I love about this creamer is that it doesn't use seed oil. So kind of like what I said about this, a lot of the times for oat milks and any plant-based milks, they're trying to obviously make it thick because that's what we're used to. So what companies normally do is put like a canola oil, a vegetable oil, or something to make it smooth and thicken it up and make it creamy. But those are inflammatory oils, so I try to steer clear of those, which is why I've switched to a cleaner oat milk. So with their creamer, what they actually use to thicken it is hemp cream. So it's water and hemp seeds. So it's got your oat milk, so like your water and your whole grain oats, and then it also has water and hemp seeds. So it's got a hemp cream in there, which makes it really smooth and creamy, and it's so, so good. So I really like this one. Only 1 gram of added sugar, and it's also cane sugar. So, you know, not like high fructose corn syrup or anything like that. It's got really good ingredients. So I'm really happy with this one, and I just love that they don't use inflammatory oils. Okay, so next up is my snacks, kind of. So some of my favorite new snacks I've been loving for the past maybe 7-8 months, I started eating these. Number 1 is Lesser Evil No Cheese Cheesiness Popcorn. So again, if you're dairy-free, this stuff is so good, and it tastes just like cheesy popcorn. And Lesser Evil also does a pretty good job of having really clean ingredients. So this one also uses like a coconut oil instead of like a vegetable oil or canola oil or something else. So it uses coconut oil. It's got non-GMO popcorn, so it's a little bit cleaner than some of the others you'll find. Number 2 is Hippies. So these are vegan white cheddar cheese puffs. So basically like white cheddar Cheetos, essentially. So good. Tastes just like the original thing. Ryan loves these too, like very good. So again, if you're dairy free, these are incredible. These are not like crazy healthy, but they're snacks, okay? They don't all have to be like cucumbers, you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta enjoy your life a little bit. So, love these. And then another good chip that I've switched to is the Boulder Canyon chips. So I actually usually get their like wavy potato chips with avocado oil, but I've gotten these a few times before, and this is what they had at the store. So again, Boulder Canyon just has really simple ingredients. So their ingredients are potatoes, olive oil, sea salt, and that's it. You will find more ingredients on like standard potato chips. Most other brands are not that clean, so love those. And then, okay, one of my newer snack finds that I really enjoy are these Simple Mills veggie flour pita crackers. Specifically, I get the Mediterranean herb flavor, and Simple Mills has a really good reputation of only using whole foods in their ingredients, which I love. I personally can't do like almond flour or nuts yet. Nuts is something I have not reintroduced to my diet. So Simple Mills has a lot of almond flour based things, but I can't do almond flour. So I found these, and their vegetable flour blend is sweet potato, parsnip, and celery root. And then they have sunflower seeds and flax seeds in there as well, and then cassava flour. So those are kind of like your main ingredients that make up the cracker. And what I've been doing is eating them with the Cedars organic hummus. So I've been pairing these together. Cedars organic hummus has been my favorite recently. I appreciate that they're organic. Really, the big thing with organic is that it means at least the crops haven't gotten sprayed with glyphosate or Roundup, which is a weed killer, because glyphosate has been found in a lot of foods even after they've been like packaged and they're on the shelves at the store. And so people are essentially kind of consuming weed killer on a regular basis, even in like your packaged foods. So I do try to stick to organic as much as possible. Like these are organic, just things like that. I try to choose organic as much as possible, but there are weeks with our budget that sometimes you can't, and that's okay too. Just do your best. But this duo is one I've been loving recently. And then I've also been loving Chomps. So these have been great, especially on the go or traveling or car rides. Just a good snack to have on hand to get some protein in your system. And it is crazy that, you know, sausage and beef jerky, you do have to be careful with dairy and if it's gluten-free. But Chomps is certified gluten-free. They're also like Whole30 approved. And I eat the jalapeno one and the original one. I personally love those the best, and they do not have any dairy in them either. Okay, and then my personal favorite category is desserts. So I'm gonna start off with two of my newer brands. So number one, Cocomels or Cocomel Bites. So these are kind of like, I guess you could kind of think of like Rolos, kind of like a caramel center, a chocolate outer coating, and so good. These are coconut milk based, but oh my gosh, so good. And it's become just like a little snack that Ryan gets me for like Valentine's Day. Just like it's nice to have like a candy that people can actually like put in your stockings and like give you something. Because I remember for a long time, people just didn't know what to get me when I started eating gluten-free, dairy-free. So this has become a nice little thing. I normally find these at Kroger, but I know you can also just like order these off their website. So Cocomels, love these. Okay, my next one, I'm so excited about this. I found this Kato ice cream is what it's called. I found this on our trip to Utah. We have some Utah vlogs from last summer, but I found this in a Walmart in Utah. I actually found the chocolate version. This is their Java chip, so coffee chocolate chip. First of all their ice cream's incredible. It's avocado based and it's avocado puree, and their ingredients are actually surprisingly so good. The fact that it's made with like avocado puree, it's so good. It's so good. I cannot say enough good things about this. I tried their classic chocolate when I first found it, and it tastes, no joke, just like Breyer's chocolate ice cream. I grew up eating Breyer's chocolate ice cream, and I took a bite of their chocolate one and was like, shut the front door. This by far is the best dairy-free ice cream I have tried. There are other ones out there that I like and like they're good. This stuff tastes the most like a normal dairy filled ice cream. So I have tried their chocolate. This is their Java chip that I love so much. Their chocolate and their Java chip are my favorite for sure. And then I've also tried like their salted caramel. They have a caramel one, super good as well, but I just have like a soft spot for chocolate and like Java chip, coffee. Ugh. You can go on their website and I think you can find like a find it in stores type deal. So you might be able to figure out where this is. But I have found it in Publix and Walmart, and I think Target sometimes has it too. So they're kind of all over the place, but so good. You have to try Kato ice cream. Like you have to. Okay, my next couple desserts that I started making, I actually started making some desserts last summer with these like ingredients. So one thing I like to have on hand is some rice cakes. So So I actually get rice cakes most of the time for my husband, Ryan. But what I started doing was, I think I had seen this on TikTok or somewhere, but I basically just melt some chocolate and then I dip the rice cakes in it, and then you let the rice cake sit in the freezer for like 10 minutes. And then you have like a little chocolate crispy snack, and it's really good. So that's really easy. I definitely recommend having some Enjoy Life chocolate chips just on hand, because you never really know when you're gonna get like a hankering for some chocolate. So sometimes I'll just eat like a little handful of chocolate chips, or I'll use them to like make another dessert. So that leads me to my last thing, is having some dates on hand. So these are medjool dates. I get them pitted, otherwise you'll have to take the pit out yourself. And normally I get organic as well, but they're getting really expensive. So these are just regular, not organic ones. But I use dates for a lot of desserts. I'm actually going to be making a video. It's gonna be my next video that's posted. I'm gonna be making a video all about different types of desserts that I make using dates. But dates by themselves are also really good, like sweet treat. But hint, you can also just melt chocolate and do like a chocolate covered date. They're really good. So I would say always kind of have some dates on hand just to eat these plain or dip them in chocolate. And then definitely have some like dairy-free Enjoy Life is my favorite brand, but have some like dairy-free chocolate chips on hand. Okay, so that is it. Those are all of the newer gluten-free, dairy-free brands that I've been eating. I hope you enjoyed this updated video. Be sure to go back and watch my first video that I made that's very similar to this. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it or if this was helpful to you, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.